Hey, welcome back. It does seem kind of stupid to take like a week off. I should just finish this game. Just play it every week. But what I do is I play this game for a week and then I play a different game. It's dumb. I'm almost done with this game, I think. There's probably still that's maybe like 3 weeks. Like 20 episodes. Maybe. But yeah, I have no idea what I was doing. Oops. Okay, we were in this we were on the roof and we fell. Oh yeah, this was kind of like my least favorite part of the game. Nothing really interesting happens and you're just kind of... It's just kind of annoying because you're in this place because you made like this mistake and you fell, so it's like, ugh, now I have to if we just did what we were supposed to, we could have just went down the elevator. Today's Wednesday. I never recorded on a Wednesday before. So, I'll see how this goes. I mean, I always used to do it on Fridays because I thought, well, I'm so happy on Friday and that'll be good. Like, you have a lot of energy and stuff. But, I don't know. I'm sure you probably can't tell the difference. Oop. What's happening? Yeah. Ah. Just use all my shivs. I don't care. Ah. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, that's okay. I forgot how to dodge. I was just pressing circle. So even though the last time I recorded was Friday, today's Wednesday, I do have a lot of notes. Okay, I jump and I've been playing Final Fantasy VII, so I have the buttons mixed up in my head. Oh, here they come. So I guess I'll try to talk about this today. I don't know what I'm gonna say. There he is. Oop, whoa. While I was recording on Friday, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. While I was recording that episode where I talked about the Supreme Court. I don't know why it was in my head, like I was thinking a lot about the Supreme Court, and then this happened, and it's like, now everybody's talking about it. We gotta talk about it. We should have been talking about it before, like me. That's what I wrote down, like, you guys, I told you this was gonna happen on my YouTube channel with 4 views. You should have listened to me. I wasn't really making any predictions. I was just like, the system is dumb that we have, and it's annoying, and I don't like it. And definitely the stuff that's happened has reinforced that for me. Like, it's broken. The system is broken. Nope. I guess a kind of a big turning point was when they got rid of the supermajority thing. I didn't talk about that, but can I just punch him? Just punch him. I gotta heal. When was it? Like, I don't know. I guess it was like 5 years ago. It used to be to nominate. So the president would always just nominate whoever they wanted, whatever, which is still kind of dumb, but like, they had this system where you needed 60 votes in the Senate to confirm a justice, not 50, which is what it is now. So now, I don't know, you could blame whoever you want for that. Congress is, everybody in Congress is just dumb. Oh, I almost missed that. So now, whenever a Supreme Court justice needs to be nominated, whoever is the president, his party, they could just, and whoever has a majority in the Senate, they can just nominate whoever they want. Unless you have more than 60 Republicans in the Senate, which hasn't happened in a while. Probably won't happen in a long time.
Where should we go? We should try to head down there.
They said that's the nuclear option when they did it. I was like, that's so dumb. That's so lame. You guys, you nerds. Why do you have these stupid names for stuff? But it was pretty nuclear. Whoa. Where do I go?
Lieutenant, to our left.
I think I have shivs. I have 2 shivs. So now you have this stupid thing where it's just like they're making up these dumb rules as they go. So before it was like, oh, you can't nominate anybody in your last term. Obviously the Republicans, they said that last time, and now this time it's the last term of the Republican president. So I'd be like, well, whatever, just change the rules, who cares, we could do whatever we want. I did see a poll, and I don't know if I was misreading this, which was pretty shocking to me. It said something like 68% of Americans think we shouldn't nominate a justice until after the election, and like 20% thought that we did. That's surprising. It's usually just always like 50 or 50-50 or 50-40. Republicans think this, Democrats think this. But it was that's pretty unanimous. Like, that's as unanimous as you can get, so. I think if that poll is true, which it is kind of hard to believe that that's true, but maybe it is, then I think people might be pretty mad if they do try to rush this thing. Like, not just Democrats, but like everybody. 30%. I mean, 30% of people are idiots, or I don't know, whatever you want to say. You can get 30% of people that agree with anything. Oops. I guess he wants me to use the flamethrower. Crossbow. Something thing. Oh. Yeah, he's dead. Cool. I might only do 15-minute episodes today. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So what was my note? The Senate can't figure out what to do. They keep changing the rules every time. I mean, you know, it looks like it's possible that the Democrats might win the Senate in the next Congress. So what do you think they're going to do if this happens again? They're going to change the rules or they're just going to, they don't have to change the rules. They'll just justify it however they wanted to, just like the Republicans do. So when you have this back and forth of like, oh, this dumb stuff, and there's like no rules that anybody's following, you have to change the rules. I mean, maybe it would be just as simple as making a super majority, like you need 60 votes. Probably couldn't hurt, but it would be weird to go back to it after you already got rid of it. But I would be fine with that. And then you would say, if you want to get rid of this rule, you need 80 senators, okay? Because we're not going to do this again. And that system seemed to work. I mean, there's one obvious problem that you might think when you think about that. You think, well, if you need 60 senators to vote, then wouldn't the Democrats just always vote against Republicans? And wouldn't the Republicans always vote against the Democrat nominee? And then they would just... But then that wouldn't work, because then no Supreme Court justices would ever get nominated. And Americans would start to get frustrated with that. I have to find a way to go down somehow. Right? So, say Donald Trump is president, he nominates somebody, and you need 60 votes to confirm the nomination. Republicans can only get like 53 votes. So if none of the Democrats vote, then we wouldn't... And that's kind of what happened with Obama before... Okay, I think I'm just going to jump this. So Trump nominates somebody, and Democrats don't want to do it ever. They're like, we're just never going to vote for whoever you nominate. Oh, he's over there. But then, let's say a Democrat gets elected in this election, and he nominates somebody, then the Republicans are just going to say, well, we have 53 or we have 52 senators, so we're not going to vote for whoever you nominate. And then it's just, they would never nominate anybody. But the way it is now is just like, you just wait until your president nominates somebody. And then you can, so you just have to delay until then. It would be interesting to see what would happen if, I don't know, what would happen? This would be a pretty interesting situation where Biden gets elected. Can I just jump down there? And then say 2 years after he's elected, somebody dies. There's some old people in the Supreme Court. There's a guy that's like 75 or something. He dies. What do the Democrats do? And let's say the Democrats have 52 senators or whatever. They won the Senate this year, which is possible. Would they just say, well, the Republicans, they stole 2 seats from us, so we're going to steal one back? I mean, they can justify it however they want, because the rules would let them do that. They can just say, well, yeah, the Republicans played games, so we're going to play games. Wait. No, wait. What I mean is, let's say Trump gets elected, and Democrats hold the Senate, and Trump nominates somebody. They would say, well, let's wait until the next election, even if it's like 2 or 3 years away. Or they might say, like, let's wait until the midterms. Let the people decide if they want because some senators will be up in the midterm. So if you want, we'll wait until then. They could do that. I think that's the worst that they could do. It's always going to be, that's what it's going to be from now on. It's just like, well, let's wait until the midterm. If the Senate and the president are different parties, it's just going to be, well, let's wait until the midterm. And then what happens after that? Well, I guess, yeah, that's what's going to happen from now on. Unless they change these rules, which is what I was trying to think of before. Is like, how do we change the system, change these rules? I didn't really come up with any solution. I was just like, well, why don't we just vote? I mean, it's not a horrible idea, because anything compared to this system is better, but I hope what I'm saying is interesting because it's taking a lot of brain power and I'm not really making much progress. I gotta make some progress today. I do remember getting kind of lost when I did this the first time though, so. At least I remember you're supposed to be going down. You have to kind of keep jumping down. Oh, here we go. Oh, I think I can jump it.
Okay,
Progress.
Glad you're doing all right.
There's gotta be bad guys down here.
You? I'm being honest. Not my best day.
Okay, this will be the end. Any other notes? It's so, I don't know, it's so gross when you 1 minute after the Supreme Court dies, the Supreme Court person dies, they're arguing oh, we could, it's I just don't like that it's part of the process. It makes sense that they're arguing. They kind of have to. It's oh, this election's coming up. What are we going to do? But this person died. It's weird. What if, here's an idea that I just thought of. This is probably stupid, but we're brainstorming, right? Because the current system is dumb, so it can't be any worse than that. The current justice gets to pick their successor. But the successor is only in their position until the next election. And then when we get to the next election, the people vote. Do we want to keep this justice or not? And have the current president nominate a new justice. Is that insane? Ooh.
There are too many demons. Just keep looking for a way out of there.
Let's think about that. Okay, that's it for today. I'm going to think about that. It's probably dumb. I'm just trying to think of it's still going to be partisan, and there is an obvious problem, which is most of the country is liberal. So you would just always get a liberal justice. But it's an interesting idea, isn't it? I don't know. I remember reading that article last week about how there's a reason why we don't vote for the judicial heads like we vote for the executive heads and the legislative heads, Congress and the president. Because they're saying laws shouldn't be up to public opinion and stuff. But it's just adding an extra step. I mean, you vote for the president and he nominates the justice. Wouldn't it be better if or maybe just the entire Supreme Court gets to votes on, okay, this is it. The entire Supreme Court has a person who they waiting in the wings, a 10th justice. Once one person dies, that person sits there so that you don't have any time where you're missing a justice. It's hard because the confirmation process would then just be pushed back to whenever somebody has to confirm that 10th justice. The judicial branch can't just nominate their own people. I don't know. When you do this checks and balances thing, it's weird. I don't know. You're oh, you can't do this, and you need your checks and balances. Because I'm thinking, well, okay, you nominate your 10th justice, and then the Senate votes, but then it's like you have your problem all over again. The Senate confirms. You need a way to get that 10th justice there, and then once somebody dies, which is dumb, the first number one thing you should do, term limits, 20 years. That would fix problems too. It would make people less anxious about stuff, at least. Term limits, then, okay, what's next? You have your 10th person. They go on the bench. Then the next midterm election, you vote if you want to keep that one or have the Senate nominate a new person. That's it, okay? So throw that out into the internet. Mitch McConnell, if you're listening. That's the new rule. That would fix this problem, wouldn't it? It's so dumb. It's like, I don't know. I'm thinking about that article from last week, and he's like, well, you can't have the judicial branch be up for popular opinion and laws and stuff, but is having the president nominate a justice any better? Like, I mean, if we're nominating a Supreme Court justice, we can't just write in, like, our own person, like, oh, I want Elmo to be on the, I don't know. You have to, the justices, like, or the judicial branch, like, pick their representative, and they're like, this is the person we want to be on the bench next. And then we vote, and we're like, do we like that? Do we not? I don't know. Anyway, that's too much talking. Did I fix it? See you tomorrow.